everyone. Let us see one of the case which again proves that Supreme Court is the ultimate guarantor and the protector of the fundamental right of a person, and that to be fundamental right to life. And right to life includes to live in a clean and polluted free environment, and that has been laid down in the leading case of Municipal Corporation Ratlam versus Sri Vardi Chand and others. So let us see this case in detail. So name of this case is Municipal Corporation Ratlam versus Sri Vardi Chand and others, and it was decided by our apex judiciary by the Supreme Court on 29th July 1980 by the 3-judge bench comprising justices. Justice Krishna Iyer was there, along with him Justice V.R. Reddy and Justice O. Chinappa Reddy was there, and the citation of this case is 1980 Supreme Court, and the equivalent citation is 1981 Supreme Court. So let us see the fact of this case along with the other detail. In this case, what happened that the residents of Ratlam city, जो कि एक city है in the MP, these residents were fed up and they were bound to live in a very pathetic environment because of the open drain which give the pungent smell, and the area where they were living was also reported to be many incidents of open defecation. Because of the lack of the statutory duty which the municipality has to maintain the proper sanitary facility in the area, the municipality was not following that, and the people were forced to live in such environment where the open defecation incident was there, and the incident was so pathetic that the people were bound to live in such environment which is not good for their health and which is too prone for communicable disease. So the residents, they first of all moved to the municipality. तो रतलाम city of the MP के जो भी residents रहते हैं, inhabitants, they have first of all approached to the municipality because it is the prima facie duty of a municipal council of that area or the corporation, as the case may be, to maintain the proper hygiene, sanitary facility, to maintain the public health in that locality. So when they have approached to the municipality of the Ratlam, then the municipality took two defense because there was lack of public toilets and slum area was there, and because of lack of public toilets and slum area was there, large population was living there, drain was there which was all open, so people were doing open defecation, and because of that open defecation and the pungent smell which was coming from the drain, the people were bound to breathe in that polluted environment, and moreover they were bound to live in that situation only. तो जब municipality के पास जाती है public वहाँ की रतलाम की, तो municipality took the two defense. Municipality said that you yourself has voluntarily taken to live in such area. Municipality said that if you are aware that such locality is there जहाँ पर there is lack of proper sanitization, then why you have voluntarily opted for living there? यानी यहाँ पर municipality is saying that you yourself are living in such pathetic situation. जब आपको पता है कि यहाँ पर proper hygiene situation is not there, there is a lack of public toilet, there is no sanitary facility for the people, so why you have opted to live in that locality? You could have moved to some other place. This was one of the contention of the municipality. Moreover, another contention which the municipality took was the lack of financial constraint. It means lack of budgetary allocation, and municipality said that as we are running short of financial constraints is there, so we cannot afford constructing public toilets and maintaining hygiene situation for the people to live. Municipality said these two defense. people were fed up with this thing, so they ultimately moved to the executive magistrate, because section 133 of the Criminal Procedure Code of 1973 empowers district magistrate along with him to the SDM also, subdivisional magistrate or any executive magistrate को section 133 of the CRPC empowers to give the order for the removal of public nuisance, because of this activity of the municipality, public nuisance was created in that area. So as 133 empowers any executive magistrate, be it DM, SDM, to give the order for the removal of public nuisance, so people have taken the help of 133, and even the magistrate has given the order, और magistrate ने municipality को order दिया था to construct proper drainage facility so that people can live in polluted free environment and nuisance will be abated by that activity if the proper sanitization activity will be done by the municipality. Even the executive magistrate have given the threat of prosecution under 188 of the IPC. Section 188 of the IPC says that if there is any disobedience of public order, then there can be a prosecution initiated under section 188 of the IPC itself, जहाँ पे penalty can be imposed in form of imprisonment as well as fine also. तो magistrate ने municipality को बोला था कि if you will not be obeying your statutory duty, even the action prosecution under section 188 of the IPC will be initiated for non-compliance of my order, because section 188 of the IPC talks about that if any person is disobeying any order which a public servant has given, it means there is a disobedience of public order, then criminal action can be initiated against that person. But against this magistrate order, this municipality, they have approached to the district court, and ultimately the highest criminal court of a district, which is the session court of session of the Ratlam city, उसने magistrate के order को गलत ठहरा दिया, and it was held by the court of session there in the Ratlam city that the magistrate order was unjustified. But agreed with this judgment of the court of session, Mr. Shri Vardichan, who was the advocate also, he has moved to the High Court, and the MP High Court have reversed the decision of the court of session, and again it has upheld the magistrate order. और High Court ने बोला कि whatever the magistrate has given through his order to comply with the statutory duty of the municipality, because it is their prima facie statutory duty to maintain the hygiene and proper living environment for the people, to work for proper sanitization facilities. So this order has been upheld by the High Court. Now that municipality was aggrieved with this order, so they ultimately filed a SLP, a special leave petition, in the Supreme Court. And when this special leave petition was before the 3-judge bench, in which even the Justice Krishna Iyer was there, so he has decided this case, and even he has given a remark that so much of resource and money you have utilized in contesting the case, इससे अच्छा होता कि this resource you could have utilized for the welfare of the public, because it is our constitution का preamble itself says that attainment of justice is one of the primary goal, and justice even includes the social justice, and public health is of top priority. So instead of contesting the case, you could have complied with the magisterial order, and you could have worked for proper sanitization facilities. So let us see what other jargons are involved in this case. So the legal provisions which are involved in this case of Municipal Council Ratlam versus Shri Vardichan and others is the section 133 of the CRPC. 133 of the CRPC gives the power to the executive magistrate, to the district magistrate or to the subdivisional magistrate or any other executive magistrate to pass the order for the removal of public nuisance. So, along with section 133 of the CRPC, section 188 of the Indian Penal Code of 1860 is also involved in this case, because this section gives the ground for initiating the prosecution against such person who disobey public order. If there is any order by a public servant and if there is a non-compliance of that, then action can be initiated under section 188 of the IPC, and moreover, statutory duty lies of the MP Municipal Council under the MP Municipality Act of 1961, and that to be under section 123, which lays down the mandatory duty. Mandatory duty means it is the compulsory duty of the municipality itself to maintain the proper hygiene, sanitary situation for the residents of the locality. CRPC का section 133 is involved, which gives the power to the executive magistrate. We have executive magistrate along with judicial magistrate. Judicial magistrate is the one person who has that LLB ka degree and who has qualified the judiciary ka exam, and executive magistrate means the person who is maintaining the law and order ka situation. It could be the DM, it could be the SDM, and that person is designated as the executive magistrate. So this power has been given to the executive magistrate, be it DM, district magistrate or the subdivisional magistrate or any other executive magistrate, for the removal of public nuisance. Under section 188 of the Indian Penal Code of 1860, it gives the ground for the penalties if there is any disobedience of public order. And if we see section 123 of the MP Municipality Act of 1961, it provides the compulsory statutory duty on the municipality itself to provide for the proper sanitary facilities and maintain the public health for the residents of that locality. So ultimately what the Supreme Court have done, क्योंकि हुआ क्या था, first of all the residents approach to the municipality itself, क्योंकि municipality का ही काम होता है to maintain the proper drainage system, sanitary system, to work for the public health, but municipality took the defense of financial constraint, पैसों की कमी का हवाला देते हुए अपनी statutory liability को absorb करने की कोशिश करी, and moreover wants to shift the burden on the people itself by saying that you yourself have chosen this area for living. If you know that the sanitary situation is not proper, why you are living here? You could have moved to some other place. Then aggravate with this contention of the municipality, the resident have approached to the executive magistrate, and the executive magistrate has exercised his duty under section 133 of the CRPC and has given the order for the municipality to comply with his statutory duty, जो कि उसकी mandatory duty भी है. And you cannot say that financial constraints is the ground for absolving of your mandatory statutory duty, but aggravate with the magisterial order, municipality went to the district court, and there the court of session ultimately decided the case in favor of the municipality itself. But when the Vardichan moved to the high court ने कोर्ट ऑफ सेशन का डिसीजन पलट दिया और बोला कि it is the municipality duty itself to work for the public health, and you cannot claim that we have less finance or we have no monetary thing to work for public health, because financial constraint के ग्राउंड पे you can never compromise, rather on any ground we cannot compromise the public health, because right to live in a clean and polluted free environment is the fundamental right of every person under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. So agreed with the High Court judgment, SLP has been filed by the municipality in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court may ultimately the decision of the magistrate was upheld to be valid, and कोर्ट ने बोला, हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने, कि इट इज ऑल वैलिड एंड द पब्लिक हेल्थ इज ऑफ टॉप प्रायोरिटी. You cannot compromise public health on the ground of that you have budgetary constraints, and moreover it is your statutory duty itself, and that is a mandatory duty. तो ये आपकी ड्यूटी है to work for public health, and moreover in our constitution itself it has been given that attainment of justice is the ultimate goal, and justice include all kind of justice, be it the social justice. So public health can never be compromised on any ground, be it the lack of finance. That was being held by the Supreme Court, and even court has interpreted section 123 of the MP Municipality Act of 1961 that it is your mandatory statutory duty. It is your mandatory statutory obligation. Obligation means it is the duty which is enforceable by law. Duty which is enforceable by law can be termed as obligation. And if something is mandatory, it means that is compulsory to be done. There is no discretion. करना ही है उसे. And moreover, statute means कानून. If any law of India is saying that, if there any law, be it in form of a statute, act, legislation, bylaws, rule, if that is saying for any mandatory obligation, any duty, that must be complied. No if and but is there. You cannot take defense of any other ground for non-compliance of your statutory duty. That has been held by the Supreme Court in this leading case, and moreover, court have highlighted the importance of social justice as enshrined in the preamble of our constitution, and court has held that public health can never be compromised. Compromising with public health can never be accepted. It is unacceptable on any ground, and court have even directed municipality that now it is your duty to lay out a framework that how you will be working for maintenance of proper sanitary facilities, and that to be in a time bound manner. कोर्ट ने बोला कि नाउ इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द म्युनिसिपैलिटी दैट यू विल बी फ्रेमिंग अ लेआउट कि कैसे आप काम करोगे टू रिमूव दैट इंसिडेंट्स ऑफ ओपन डेफिकेशन, how you will be removing that pungent smell from the open drainage, how you will be constructing the public toilet for the convenience of the public there. So how you will be removing all that stuff because of which people were forced to live in a pathetic situation. So, and that to be, you have to work in a time bound manner. And to take the follow of that layout, ऐसा तो नहीं कि it is only on the paper that you have framed the policies and the plans, and but that will be only on paper. So a magistrate has been appointed by the Supreme Court itself, and this magistrate will take the follow up. He will take the follow up of this layout. So ultimately, Supreme Court through the 3-judge bench, along with the other justices, Krishna Iyer was also there, and they have held that public health is of top priority. It can never be compromised on any ground, be it the ground of less finance or no finance or less budgetary allocation. Moreover, court ने direct किया था municipality को to frame a plan, and that to work in a time bound manner में, and to take the follow of that plan, that whether that is implemented in practical sense or not, a magistrate has been appointed. So this case is a very crucial case because it again reiterates the thing that the Supreme Court is the guarantor and the protector of the fundamental right, and more specifically right to live in a clean and peaceful and polluted free environment, as provided under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Now it's the time for practice question for you. You have to tell what is the main issue which has been addressed in this case of Municipal Council Ratlam versus Shri Vardi Chand and others. Option number A says, is it regarding the financial difficulties of the municipality, which defense municipality was taking before the people and the court, or it is the provision of sanitary facilities and public convenience, or is it the right of the residents and the inhabitants of the people there to live in any locality, or option number D says that is it the legal status of the section 133 of the CRPC, which gives the power to the DM, SDM or any executive magistrate to give the order for the removal of public nuisance. So you have to tell which of the four may say is the main issue which is being involved in this case of Municipal Council Ratlam versus Shri Vardi Chand and others. And the subjective portion, that is the main question, says that you have to tell what is the implication of this case, because this case acts as a guideline for all the municipal bodies in India. तो क्या ये केस ये बताता है कि म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, काउंसिल और एनी म्युनिसिपल बॉडी ऑफ इंडिया हैव टू comply with their statutory duty, and to work for public health is one of their prima facie duty, and they are constituted for that purpose only. So what is the implication of the Supreme Court judgment in the Municipal Council Ratlam versus Shri Vardi Chand, and that to be on the responsibility of municipal bodies in India, that you have to discuss seeing the help of this case, and you have to tell how a balance has been drawn between the public health on the one side and administrative accountability on the other side. So hope you have understood this case where the right to live in a clean, polluted free environment of the residents of the Ratlam city was involved, and how the court has come up with the protector and guarantor of the fundamental right of India, and how the court have directed the municipality to comply with the statutory duty no matter what constraints you have. Thank you.